What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to the Realistically Free YouTube channel. It's Micah, and this video I'm gonna let you know right now is gonna be a little heavy. Um, there's been some things on my mind that I really wanted to talk to you guys about. See, when I started, let me preface this video first by saying when I started this YouTube channel, the thought process was to be able to connect with people, to be able to help people who may be struggling in their lives, with positivity and with encouragement and inspiration. Not only that, but also to document my own journey. As I've talked about in the previous two videos, we're starting to get into the RVing again. The goal is to be full time, and I wanted to be able to document that process for you guys. I feel like it's something that I need to do, not only for myself, but being a person of color and being my age, being 26, and being gone through all the things that I've gone through, I feel like it's important to have people who share their stories online and come forward about things so that other people who can relate can see that anything is possible with the right mindset, with the right mentality, and sometimes with just a little bit of encouragement and inspiration, anything is possible. But with that being said, I got the idea in my mind that I wanted to start trying to do a daily vlog and just kind of talk and bring you on along for the ride of the day, and kind of the things that go through my own head, as well as, things that are going on with the RV, since that's a series that I have right now on the channel that's just starting, because I feel like it's super important for other people, who may be around my age, who are basically around my age, who may be thinking about getting into full-time RVing, how to get into it. And so that's kind of why I started this channel. That's some good coffee. But that's not what this video is. I just wanted to preface this video by saying all of that because I feel in order to be able to help other people, you guys have to know more about my story and where I come from and why I try to preach about being positive and having the right mindset and having the right mentality and going after the things that you want because of where I came from. And so it's been weighing heavy on my mind for the last 2 days if I should make this video and if I should post it or not, because believe it or not, I am a private person. I don't like people necessarily in my life that much. But I guess that's what getting out of your comfort zone is all about. This month marks 6 years that I have been sober. I say it like this because, and I'll explain why, but I am what you would call a recovering addict. And I feel like you never really get past being recovery. I say that because drugs change the way that you think. They change it changes your mind. Not your mind, it changes the way your brain works. It changes the way you look at things, the way you think about things. And it's not, and I don't mean this in a good way at all, at least not for me. And this month marks 6 years that I have been sober. For those of you who may not know me, again, my name is Micah. And I struggled with drug and alcohol addiction for about 7 years. So most of my teenage and adult life, I struggled with drugs. I've done all kinds of drugs. I'm not proud of that. I've done all kinds of drugs: cocaine, Vicodin, Percocets, Dilaudid, you name it. I've probably done it, other than excluding like shooting heroin, but I have tried it in different forms. It ruined my life. It ruined my life. I lost relationships, family members, respect for myself. I became a horrible person. I sold drugs. I did them. Kind of I guess that's just what you do, at least from where I'm from. Another thing, somebody kept telling me to stop smoking in my videos. Look, I keep it real. Like, what you see is what you get. Okay, I'm not gonna sugarcoat and pretend that my life is something that is not, or act like I'm something that I'm not, or portray something that I don't do myself, because it looks good for views. That's just not what I'm about. My goal is not to just be famous and make money, and that's not my goal. I just explained what my whole purpose of these videos are. It's a bad habit, I know. It's a habit that I can't kick, and I quite honestly don't want to. And this kind of plays into the part of what I'm talking about with addiction. And my cigarette went out. Uh, the reason why I say this month is because I quite honestly can't even tell you um, when, like, what day I stopped. It was a culmination of days. It was a culmination of things that pushed me to stop. And over the past couple of days, I just been thinking about it, and that's why, like I said, I decided to make this video after fighting with myself about it. But um, you know, it was a culmination of things. I overdosed 3 times. I almost died. Um, it was a lot of bad, bad things in my life. Um, and I'm lucky and I'm blessed and grateful that I'm sitting here in front of this camera today to talk to anyone who will listen, I guess, or anybody who's watching this about it. You know, I did things I'm not proud of. And I think that's why for like the last couple of days I've been kind of hard on myself, thinking about like, man, how much farther in life could I have been right now if I didn't, if I wasn't addicted, if I wasn't an alcoholic, if I wasn't out running the streets and doing dumb shit, you know. I think about that, and then we're our own worst critics, you know. I just started being hard on myself. But then I realized how grateful, or then I said to myself, I should say, how grateful I should be, and how I should give myself some grace, the same grace that I give to others, I should give to myself. Even though I've done horrible things in my life, and even though I've hurt a lot of people, which I can't even begin to tell you the level of remorse that I have. You know, just being that, I never want to be that person again. But I'm proud and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that, like I said, I'm sitting in front of this camera right now to even say this. I shouldn't even be here. You know what I mean? And here I am, 26 years old, and I'm just grateful for the life that I have been able to just begin to create after 6 years of being sober. I've been homeless. I've done things I probably shouldn't say, and to be able to sit here in my house, and let me not say my house because it's an apartment and I rent. I'm not that successful now, but I guess to the outside world, I'm not that successful. But in my eyes and in my heart, I'm so successful for where I am right now compared to where I was 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I just got evicted, just lost my apartment because I spent all my money on drugs, and me and my wife were evicted. And it was in that moment that I said to myself, something has to stop. I can't keep killing myself. I was consumed with hate and rage, and I was so angry. I had so much pain inside of me, and the only thing I could do was use the drugs and the alcohol to mask it, just to not feel anything. I didn't want to feel anything. I came from a pretty fucked childhood, and I don't want to make this video super long to tell you my whole life story, but it's no excuse anyway. The point of this video is I'm so proud of the progress that I've made over the last 6 years. Like I said, I'm thankful. I'm sitting here in my apartment. I'm married to the most beautiful, amazing, soul, this beautiful woman who stuck by me through the toughest times, through all the bullshit, all the crime, the chaos and confusion, the craziness, and I'm a better man now because of it. A lot of people in my life walked out on me. A lot of people turned their backs on me. I'm not mad at them for it. I understand why. And a lot of people I pushed away because I tried to protect them from, I was trying to protect them from what I was doing because I felt like at the time it was going to hurt them. But really I was protecting myself because I was ashamed of what they would say about me, of what they would think about me if they knew what I was really doing. Would I still be, the good son or the smart and funny and loyal friend if they knew what I did and what I was doing? But here I'm sitting, like I said, 6 years later, in my own apartment with 2 cars outside. Me and my wife just bought our new camper that we're renovating so that we can live in it full time and get it to how we like it. We're doing some cosmetic work as well as some mechanical stuff on our vehicle. And 6 years ago, I never thought I could say any of those things. I have a decent job that I like most of the time, where I'm still having a chance to help other people and to make a modest living. I'm grateful for the family that I do have in my life, the friends that I do have in my life, which isn't many. And the people that I've met along the way who saw the good in me when I didn't even see the good in myself. People think when you are addicted to drugs and alcohol that you don't care about them, or that that you just do it because you want to do it. And from my personal experience, that's not the case. I did drugs because not because I wanted to necessarily, because there were many nights where I kept saying to myself, I can't keep doing this, but I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. I didn't care about myself. It's not that I didn't care about my mom or my wife or my friends and family. It's not that I didn't care about them. I didn't care about myself. I didn't value myself. And I felt like everybody's life would be better off if I wasn't in it. And that was the lie that I perpetuated to myself and continued the cycle, And the reason why I said about, recovering addict is because it never really goes away. You always kind of think, man, especially when times get rough or you start going through some emotional shit, or basically depending upon what was the reasons you kind of did drugs. Like once those things start happening again, you start feeling like, man, I could just get high right now and I could just forget about all this and I don't even care. And then, but me personally, being able to say like, no, like I know where that road takes me and I don't want to go back there again. I don't want to be that man again. I like who I've become, and I don't want to ruin all of the hard work that I've put in to be where I am now. And that's not to say, like I said, that I'm not grateful for the people who have stuck by me along the way, who have given me a helping hand, who have encouraged me and inspired me, because I'm super grateful for those people. But a lot of it I had to do by myself emotionally, because a lot of the stuff that I did was the reason why I did a lot of the shit that I did was because I couldn't deal with my emotions. I couldn't deal with my pain. I couldn't deal with my thoughts. I couldn't stand to be with myself. And now through the process of healing and therapy and my getting back into my writing, getting back into creating, being able to look to the next person and lift them up, all of those things have been so therapeutic and healing to my soul and have reignited who I should have been when I was doing the wrong things. So I don't want to make this video super long, but I really just wanted to sit down. And I'm sorry if this is not like this super great background and all this craziness happening around and showing you all these cool things, but I really just wanted to sit, and I'm literally sitting at my kitchen table. I wanted to sit at the table with you And I wanted to give you a glimpse of where I came from. Not only where I came from, but also if you are out there and you're struggling with drug and alcohol addiction, I want you to know that there is help out there. I'm proof of it. I shouldn't be sitting here right now. Okay, I shouldn't have. I shouldn't. I shouldn't be. But I'm grateful that I am, and I pray to whatever being, whatever, that I live a longer life, because there's so much to be done in the world that I have yet to do. And I just pray that I live long enough to do those things, to see those things, and to continue to grow as an individual, and continue to help other people, and continue to, and I'm saying all of this because, again, if you're struggling with drug or alcohol addiction, you can there's help out there. There's resources available to you. Shit, reach out to me and I'll try to help if I can. But if you are struggling with it, know that there's something better out there for you. You don't have to suffer, alone. You're not alone. You don't have to drown yourself in that. You can make a better life for yourself if that's what you want. You can do that. I'm proof of that. And there are so many other people out there that are proof of the fact that where there's a will, there's a way. When you want to change, you can change. And like I said, it's not easy, but it does get easier. It wasn't easy for me to quit. I overdosed 3 times. Okay. I don't want to be in hospitals no more. You know what I mean? I don't want to see my wife crying because I'm going through withdrawal and I'm throwing up and sleeping and I can't even put up a Christmas tree with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to lose all the things that I've busted my ass to have now and to be able to give to her. I want to be able to give her the life that she deserves. She stuck through me at my lowest points, and I want to be able to give her the highest highs that no drug or alcohol could ever give her. You know what I'm saying? So there's a way. There's help out there. There's resources. There are people out there who care about you. If you don't have that support system, hit me up. I'll try to find you resources wherever you're at. But don't feel like you have to, or that you can't get through it, because you can. But I don't want to make this video any longer than it already is, so I apologize for that. But if you stuck with me to the end, I really appreciate you taking the time to hear my story, to a little bit of my story anyway, of where I came from, as well as just listening to a little bit of my heartache that I've had for the last couple of days, just beating myself up of all the things I did in the past that I can't change. But today I'm looking at it, it's a new day, and I'm going to continue on the path that I've been on. I'm not going to slip up, and I'm going to keep working hard for the things that I want, and keep working hard to be a better person every single day. But that's it for this video, and I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Peace. Oh, by the way, my hair look crazy. I know. I tried to dye it. It didn't come out right. It's okay though. But yeah, that's it. I want to leave it on a good note. Peace.